Dgenz Crypto Daily episode 32 is coming right up.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. That's right. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Let's go. Dgenz Crypto Daily. News in the code. Riding on the blockchain. Heavy with the load. Lambo dreams are dying. Rugs are in the air. Chart gave us a meaning to the trading everywhere. Real Bitcoin's on the moon. And Ether's on fire. Holders in the storm. Lifted higher and higher. With chart in the lead. Watch the candles glow. Crypto's in the fast lane. Never gonna hit them slow. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Trading is wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yields, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Velo to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Fortunes you can see. In all those diamonds, digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free.
Yes, I do. I have you wild and free. Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Or should I say good evening or good afternoon somewhere else? Whether you're in Europe or in Australia. Welcome to Dgenz Crypto Daily, episode 32. Happy Monday to everyone. Happy start of the week. As you know, every single day is crazy in crypto. And as we approach closer and closer to the start of the bull run, it's just going to get crazier and crazier. So I thank you every single day for joining me on the stream. Really appreciate you hanging out with me and, just seeing how all of this goes, because every single bull run or even bear markets are all different. And so it's nice to see that people are just vibing together and experiencing this crypto bull run or crypto thing altogether. If you're new to stream, here's an opportunity to follow me on Twitter, to tag along and see this through. As well, we have a sister account, Dgenz NFT. It's an awesome community that we curtailed. A bunch of amazing people sharing stories and trying to get better on this crypto journey. If you're trading with us and taking in our calls in our Discord, join Blowfin. This is our referral code. Scan that QR code. You get 10% off on all trades on Blowfin. There's all kinds of markets on Blowfin. Bitcoin, obviously, ETH. I mean, there's a lot of perpetuals, right? Render, Raven, which I haven't seen in a while. By the way, Raven pumps like crazy when it does, so keep an eye on Raven. So today, we're probably going to get a special guest joining us, depending on if he sets up in time, but I think he will. And we might be talking in meme coins, shit coins, mega shit coins. So let's see what he brings to the table. He always has some special ones. Until then, let's check out the news. So it says here, Ether outperforms Bitcoin as token 2049 concludes. Overall crypto market stays flat. Well, I don't think it's a major proponent of bullish activity, because it's not really timing the market properly. I think if 2049 was somewhere in October, I think will be much more well received. Because a lot of these things, either they're priced in or not. Like I know consensus used to be one of those things. I think it's in March. So there's a lot of pricing in of these events or these conferences. So I don't think it's just something we should worry about. So Kamala Harris says her White House will invest in America's future, which includes digital assets. Sorry. I have a problem with that. Kamala Harris is the sitting vice president. She had 3.5 years to do anything about these digital assets. And we haven't had any clarity yet. We have SEC going after all these companies and all these projects, recently trying to target OpenSea with NFTs. Yeah, I don't think so. You had your chance. I saw one that kind of got me looking again. Says Canada moves away from retail CBDCs, shifts focus to broader payments, which is amazing. Amazing. Why is that amazing? Well, first of all, digital assets are important. Self-custody is important. Having central banks determine whether or not your money is going to be yours is not a good thing. So the problem with CBDCs is that they're programmable, which means at any point they can just turn off the lever and you don't have access to your money, right? So we don't want that ever, right? And so to see this focus away from CBDCs is super, super important, right? It doesn't say that we can't have access to digital currencies and self-custody. It just says that there's no need for this right now. And so it says more in detail, Canada has announced it's shifting its focus away from retail central bank digital currency, but implied that it was prepared if the people of the nation decide such a product is needed in the future. Says here, with this work completed and with other payments issues gaining prominence, the bank is scaling down its work on retail central bank digital currency and shifting its focus to broader payment system research and policy development. It's exactly what we need, right? We need to focus on banks allowing us to have self-custody digital currencies that work with banks themselves really quickly. That's what we want, right? Again, no one's evading taxes. I paid my share of taxes on the gains that I had for digital currencies. So, people that think that, this is why we want self-custody. No. Like, we want self-custody so we have control over our assets. We do not want a third party to have control of our assets, as clearly seen in the situation that happened during that truck convoy in Ottawa. The other thing I noticed in this article, it said that the U.S. Department is also moving away from CBDCs. It says here, Canada's latest position comes as debate over CBDCs became a presidential election issue in the U.S., despite the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell, saying it was nowhere near recommending or let alone adopting a CBDC in any form and that people do not need to worry about it. All right, so that's good news. If you have any comments about this, I forgot to mention that all you got to do is you go to the chat in the stream and say, "Hey, chart, how are the memes doing?" Just like that. And then I will take a look at it. If it's a great comment, I'll post it in the stream. If it's a great question, of course, we'll answer it really quickly. But let's look at what else is in the news. I think there was something else in the news that caught my attention. Yeah, we talked about the hash rate divergence away from the price of Bitcoin yesterday, how that's important. And normally when hash rate starts to move away from price, that means more miners are coming online, which means we will see price discovery really soon. It's happened many, many times in the past, and I think we're there. Before we get into any discussion of any altcoins, I will bring my good friend Terry from Dgenz NFT project on to say hi. What's going on, Terry? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I actually found the mute button by the way today.
Attaboy. So how is it wherever you are? To me, like, I am looking for another rainfall here. It was raining all last night, and it's quite gloomy for a Monday, but it doesn't detract from my bullishness in the markets. How about you?
Right. Well, it's September here, so it's sort of pre-dawn. It's really difficult to tell whether or not it's cloudy. Usually there's a marine layer at this time of year. We're fairly close to the coast.
I'm jealous. Anybody who's close to the coast, I'm jealous. Although I'm near the lake, but it doesn't really matter. The coast is different, the beaches and all that. But I digress. So before we get into the memes, I know Terry's lined up a bunch of memes for us. Let's look at some of the things that we normally talk about, which is obviously the Bitcoin price. It's at 63.2 thousand on the 4-hour scale. Why we're looking at 4 hours? Because we have this downward momentum starting to happen intraday, which means within the next, I said last time, 12 hours, we're looking probably another 4 to 8 hours before we get down to this level down here. And then we will probably decide to move up. So I think either we stay up here, so 62.5, we go down to this level, which is at 60.6 to 60.9. And then we'll start going upwards again. Daily looks pretty good, although it has this momentum shift, right? If you look at it closely, we have this MACD, the momentum bars are starting to get smaller and smaller for the bulls, which means the momentum is getting smaller for price. There could be a drop really quickly to that level, or if you produce another wave like this, a third wave, we will probably get up to say 64 and then dump, or even higher to 68 and then dump. Okay. Again, it's all about timing because we're getting closer and closer to October. I will remind you again that October is the bullish month of the year. As you can see by this historical graph, out of all the years, right? The only years that were bearish were 2018, that's post bull run year, and 2014, it's post bull run year. Every other year is bullish. So we have to assume historical measures will be the same. And we kind of expect maybe a 20% jump in October. So if we're hovering around 60,000, 20% will be about 74,000. Sorry, let me do this right. 72,000, which means we're at this level here, like right here. Does that make sense? Because then we would jump up here. That would be our October. We'd tread a little bit here, and then into the bull run we go. Again, I think bull run year is 2025 at this point. Unfortunately, we were wrong when we were assuming that it was going to be a 3-year cycle, because we thought it would be different this time. And in fact, it is absolutely not. All those factors didn't make any difference. The BTC ETF launch wasn't a big factor. The ETF for ETH was not even an event, which is kind of scary to me because we expect Solana to have an ETF, possibly Polkadot having an ETF. So I wonder if there's going to be a diminishing law of returns applied to them, and it's going to be a non-event as well. So when we see something like this, what do we expect from the dominance? And look at that, right? We're starting to dump. So this line was pretty solid when it came down to figuring out if that was a resistance. We have that pinch on the daily again, right? Which means we would get further down. Okay. On the weekly, we look like this. So that's one of the things I was looking for, is how is the MACD reacting to this level, right? And you can see we're beginning to have that pinch again, right? Which means most likely we're going to start dumping here. Again, I'm going to reiterate, when dominance dumps, that means alts are actually holding more value. We want that. As a lot of us who hold a lot of these altcoins, we want Bitcoin to dump in dominance. So we're expecting something like this, right? It might take a year to get back up again, right? Because this took a while to get going and then back down. So I'm excited. When I see something like this, I'm really excited. Plus, if you look at closely, like on this weekly, we actually had this ping right to that red EMA, which is the 365 EMA, a yearly EMA. If you can see it, like right, it tapped that and then moved away from it. So it's solid. So it's looking good. A few more. Let's look at Tether dominance, right? Such a beautiful site. Although we're getting a doji on the weekly, which means an indifference. There's equal amounts of bulls and bears, right? And because we're getting an indifferent candle, we have to wait until the end of the week to see what happens to it. If it holds like that, it might go up, or actually might go down. Normally, it means a reversal, right? So if it closes green, it means it's going to be reversing to the up. Or if it closes red, it's going to reverse. It'll continue down. This MACD we talked about the other day is still pinching. It looks awesome. It looks perfect, right? And these lines that we posted yesterday, those are the long-term lines we're looking for. When we can assume that we're having the bottom of the bull run. Okay, so what we're looking for is, previous history, right? If we have some pinching there, where is it on the chart? We had a pinch here, right? Can it get down to here again and then do a double bottom? I think it should. Remember, we can also have double tops like we have there, like triple tops like we have there, quad tops right there. My point is that we can definitely see some action down here, right? The deeper we are, the stronger the pull, right? Which means, like, as we get forward in time and we're down here in tether dominance, that means we're ripping in price action. in altcoins and Bitcoin. So don't get discouraged if this closes green. All right. We have October coming up and it's pinching to our side. All right. A couple more things before I turn it over to Terry. I know he's itching to show you guys a whole bunch of stuff. Oil prices. Why I'm doing oil prices? Because it determines how we are going to see the traditional markets in the future, right? Clearly, our inflation has been conquered for North America, at least. We're in the 2 range, between 2 and 2.8. Ideally, we want to be at 2.1 year over year in order to lower our interest rates to the point where it's manageable again for everybody, especially with those who are renewing their mortgages in the next 6 to 8 months. Because if renewals are high, people are going to not renew on their houses, which means they're going to go back on sale, which means real estate is going to have a hard time coping with all of that. But oil prices are soon to be dumping here, right? They're below that 200 EMA. It's, again, going to probably look like that is going to be the bottom. So 43. So anywhere in this range, so 43 and 51. So that range is where it is going to probably bottom out. So like this, and then eventually it's going to get out of there. So 2026. So we should expect another bear market in 2026 to 2027. Especially when oil starts going up, that means inflation is going up and so on and so forth. And I think that's it for all the indicators. I'm going to go over total 3 tomorrow. I know I said I wanted to go over it, but it looks like Bitcoin is kind of holding, trying to dump, not trying to dump. It's interesting because it's Monday. Monday, you can get anything basically. But all right, I'll turn it over to Terry. I know he's ready to blast some good shitcoin charts. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm running on coffee right now. I've actually been up all night trading meme coins and stuff. So we're taking a look at Ankh here, which is let's see, it's Ankh status. Before I get started with that, I do want to go back to the Bitcoin that chart was talking about. We have a lot of bullish indicators, a lot of bullish signs. I definitely agree that I think that the fourth quarter is going to be good for us, and that this coming month, October, is definitely going to be good. I feel like there's going to be one last dip down before we really take off, though. Just to sort of shake people out. That's really all I have to say about that. Well, the dominance was like he mentioned to you, the dominance was finally falling off, and I was a little shocked because it peaked at like 58.5 or something, and I had a couple of bands in there that I thought it was going to bounce between just under that. But I'm really glad to see it dropping off a little bit. That gives us a little bit more hope. Let's go ahead and talk about Ankh here, Ankh status. This one just really took off. It ran really hard for us, and it came back, had a nice bounce off of that 618, and probably had about another 618 retrace off of this leg here. We're looking for it to push up and retest that 1.5 million for sure. I think there's the bigger upside target for that. The extension target off of that is going to be it's a separate one here, over to like 2.2 million on that one. All right, Alpha is another one we're looking at here. Came up, we have sort of a cuppy pattern here, and it's getting in the handle. The handle's getting a little bit stale, I gotta tell you, but the MACD is not looking too bad. It looks like it's curling up, it's crossed up, so it has zeroed. Looking for a little more volume here on this one, but the 5-minute cup target to the upside is well over 700,000, 720 on the market cap. So that's a pretty good move from, you get the confirmation of the line here. Right? You want to see a breakout on volume or a back test, a positive retest of that is a flip to support. Basically, you're looking at a move from something like 400,000 up to 720. You can't complain about that. Mudan.
Terry, you forgot to share the tab. We're still looking at Ankh for some reason. So just flip over to the tab you're looking at right now. No worries.
Okay. Are we on Mudang?
Perfection. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm just, yeah, sorry. Thanks a lot for helping me out. I'm trying to get smooth out with this, the StreamYard thing. Anyway, so
Oh
Mudang has
yeah,
been
I
super.
had plenty of blunders. Believe me. Don't worry. I got you.
Okay. Thanks, man. This one's been really popular, been getting a lot of traction on social media and whatnot. It ran hard, right? A couple of times. We had a nice parabolic move here, bounced around a little bit, and then we had a couple of really good hard runs. Seen a pullback on this, and it is, it's right near that volume cliff in the volume profile, and we're seeing some support there. And we do have a rising trend line it's respecting, but I still feel the volume's really low, even though the MA was pulled up a little bit by these spikes. The volume's really low. I just don't think it's going to support here. Looking for a pullback to probably at least 37, really targeting this little area of consolidation here or accumulation there. So about 33 and a half. Looking for a pullback.
Terry, is that the Thai pig? I think it's like
hippo.
It's
a baby hippo.
Yeah, it's a baby hippo. That's right. Okay. Yeah, it was shilled a lot over the last few days on Twitter. I was just like, what the hell is this? And I'm surprised it got to 42 million market cap.
Yeah, well, it's just really cute. And I think that's what happened to a lot of other coins like Kate. Kate has just kind of lost the narrative. Something else came along. But anyway, so we're looking for Mudang to continue on up, come back and, probably bounce off this trend line and retest the highs here about 60 million. If it breaks 60 million, it'll probably move up to 80 pretty quickly. Okay, Doggo's another one that had a pretty good move and then has been doing some cuppy. I don't know if I call it consolidation, but anyway, this is sort of a W cup. I don't know what kind of continuation pattern, but we're calling it a continuation pattern. Break up, it's retesting the trend line now. We're looking for that move up to looks like 36 and a half on this one. And then Mudang on ETH. I'll go back and check the other Mudang real quick too. But Mudang on ETH, this one has a flag pattern, and we're looking for that one to move up and break out here. This is actually looking pretty decent. Looking for this one to move.
Yeah, if the volume returns, it looks pretty decent. Just I'm hoping that will stay in that channel, because sometimes with that hard rejection, you can flat out get destroyed and create a giant head and shoulders, right? And it's like we're back down to 2 million market cap.
Yeah, we always have to plan for the downside, but I guess what I'm seeing here is these like sharper rejections from the descending resistance, which is, of course, squeezing your price action in. But the bottoms are kind of curvier, right? And that's just a little bit more indicative to me of even support. We're seeing switch over to downside wicks down at the bottom here. A nice indecision candle in here. This just reads a little bit more like support to me. Anything can happen, but my bias is to the upside on this one.
Yeah, it looks like a market maker helping out the price action, because normally shitcoins do not have that nice curve to them, right? It's just straight down movement.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this is the ETH one, right? So it does have the lower market cap, and we just there's been so much of like coin versus coin lately. Somebody will launch one, and then like 2-3 other people will launch one with the same name, right? Just to kind of vampire off them. It's been such a mess. So here's the other Mudang I was talking about earlier, right? So I had the nice parabolic move, and then the finish, and drop back off. Nice retrace on that, and then we had a really couple strong moves here. Got really toppy in here, and then like I said, it has been holding up here above the 42 million, but I do expect it to drop back down into this range here. Let's say 33 and a half. Expect it to check 33 and a half, maybe drop a little bit lower than that, probably not lower than 30, and then looking for that one to continue on as well. And again, if it goes back and challenges these highs, we're looking for a quick move to 80 million.
Yeah, the volume profile is incredible compared to the ETH profile, because like the SOL profile is way more robust all the way through, right? It doesn't feel like, like the ETH version was just a giant spike and then a massive tail off in volume. Here, there's like clumps of good volume all the way through. So it's interesting.
Well, this was the first one, and so it had more volume. And then the other one came out, and it was like, oh no, what's happening? This new one's out and it's mooning, right? But then I think that the attention sort of switched back. People like, oh no, no, this is the OG, the one on Sol. That's the one you want. And you're right. I mean, like, you look at this volume profile up here is really strong, really strong. Got a couple of cliffs in it, and it's put in a lot of work up here. So it's not surprising to see this holding, and you're seeing that with the wicks. But I just think that the way I'm seeing the volume down here, MACD is getting close to zeroing, but I think we're probably going to see a dip below the midline there. I think it is going to fall off. That's it for our quick shitcoin rundown.
Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, so I'm going to go back onto my screen, and I'm going to go over some of the coins we always talk about, right? We look for the ones I didn't talk about yesterday, Layer AI, guys. I mean, I don't know what else to say. So we talked about Layer AI many times. We have it in our profile in multiple funds, multiple plays. We talk about this weekly cross all the time, right? When we see it, it's going to just go, and we have to be ahead of it, right? We have to know it's coming, and then we got to get in before that, because that entry is right there. Okay. So that you have an entry before we start going. So right now you're riding free, knowing that if you got in just before that, okay? If you're getting in after the cross, okay? Now you're looking at adding at these levels, right? Which is a little bit more problematic, because at the end of the day, we don't know if this is going to be a strong resistance or not, right? We don't know until it happens. One thing we do know is that we're going to get into this box first. So we're riding until probably about 3.5, almost 4 cents. Okay. And then of course we're riding much higher. Now we're trading till the end of the bull run. So we're not looking to scalp anywhere here. We're just not looking. We want to scalp at the top, right? We're looking at these levels up here. 25 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, especially knowing how this trades. Remember, we talk about, coins trading really fast. 4 weeks to do a 10x. Okay. And this is non-bullish years. So in bull run years, we could probably get to 20x in 4 weeks. The 20x from here is what we're looking at, 45 cents. Right. And I am really happy that we are in this project. If you're not, strongly suggest to start adding to your position. I know we're up 15%, but if we do have a leg down in Bitcoin, there's an opportunity there with Layer AI. So if it does drop to say like 1.9 cents, 1.8 cents, grab as much as you can. All right. So that's Layer AI. Opulus, of course, we're looking at this. We talked about this before. There's going to be some selling at these levels, but we have this bullish pinch coming up. And we will see extension to this level, right? And again, if you see it there and you didn't get it at this level, which is 7.5 cents, shame on you. Really, shame on you, because we saw previous price action and it will repeat itself, because things just work this way, okay? So that's Opulus. We're obviously tracking as well Layer AI, Opulus, and Velo. So Velo has crossed weekly, right? Much higher above the horizon. We want this to keep extending this way, right? As we move towards 2025. So that means we have to be bullish. We have to stay bullish. We have to stay in these ranges. Hopefully not in this range. The lower range will present a little bit of a problem, because we will have to take some time to get out, which means we're going to get down here, come up here, down here, and then up. Okay. Although it is a big W, we do want to be hovering above. So we want to stay up here. Okay. To make this kind of W, right? Really, really bullish W. If we don't get that, we drop out down here, add to your position. You know how this works, right? You truly believe in projects, then you got to add on drops. Again, I think this price action is going to actually speed up. So it's slow. It gets faster and faster and faster, right? And then it gets higher and higher as we move forward in time. So you'll be upset with yourself if you didn't get at this level. And the last one I want to cover today before we leave, even though there's a few of them, they're up. Pyth is up 4.5%. Vi is up almost 8%. I want to look at Say. So this level is proving to be a little bit of resistance, which is fine. But we're having this bullish pinch on the weekly. All that means is that this is an opportunity to add. So if you're not adding right now at this level, when this level comes, like 60 cents, you're going to be like, damn, I had an opportunity. When this level comes, you're going to be like, damn, I had an opportunity. Okay. Again, we're bullish. This cross is only bullish because the last cross was here. Okay. Like 8 months ago. So take these opportunities when they're available to you. Don't wait. Okay. Add to your position. Add projects that are fundamentally sound. Excuse me. Fundamentally sound. They produce massive returns when you look at percentages, and stay with your convictions. Stay with your convictions. If you found this stream helpful to anybody that you know, please do share it. I would like to make sure that everybody who's on board and watches this stream actually wins in this crypto game. That's the whole point of this. And guess what? We will see each other tomorrow for episode 33. Just like that. Have yourselves a wonderful Monday. See you guys again tomorrow.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. That's right. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Let's go. Dgenz Crypto Daily. News in the code. Riding on the blockchain. Heavy with the load. Lambo dreams are dying. Rugs are in the air. Try give us a meaning to the trading everywhere. Real Bitcoin's on the moon. And Ether's on fire. Hold us in the storm. Lifted higher and higher. With chart in the lead. Watch the candles glow. Crypto's in the fast lane. Never gonna hit them slow. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Trading is wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets ebb and flow. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free. Farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets ebb and flow. Velo to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Fortunes you can see. All those diamonds, digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free.